lifestyle, and you gotta keep going. It's a different thing. You know how you can run, you can jump for a long time, but it's this thing called lifestyle. How long can you take life? How long can you adapt? How many times can you adapt? How many times can you keep running the life course of life? Some people give up. Some people commit suicide. A lot of people commit suicide as black men. We need to pay attention because it's.
Welcome to another edition of
Yo,
Lead Your Lineage podcast.
yo,
You are the number one podcast
yo,
in generation
yo,
dysfunction all
yo,
across the world. We
yo,
back at it,
yo.
cuz.
Yeah, man, we back
What's
at it,
going on?
man. Trying to get back in the flow, man. You know, I got a
Absolutely.
lot of
Talk to
stuff
me.
in that don't. You know, a lot of times I like to just drop it off,
Ooh,
and I'm
this
about
is
to just
straight.
drop it off again. This is another one, and this one, man, I'm glad this one kind of popped up because this is in June, and right now we talking about mental health, and I always want to talk about it on the black man's perspective because that's the best perspective I feel like I can talk from because that's what I am. You know what I am, and that's what I am, and that's what I represent. As far as in this image of light that I'm portraying but that's a whole nother subject. But as far as in that, man, it's mental health, and I was thinking, man, as a black man, everybody's against us. But you know the problem, man. I'm gonna get straight to it. You know, I feel like if you look at it with women, they got women programs. Everybody got these programs to help something. They got programs, veteran programs. They got injured programs. If you got injured in the war, or if you got injured in sports, they got all these type of programs. The black man, we got to make our own program. I feel like we don't look out for each other too much.
You talking about from a government perspective?
No, we don't look out from each other too much. It's all these groups out here, right? Cause
Right.
like I said, it's all these black women groups, all these groups. Period. Don't matter what it is in these subcategories of life. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is they created the black man. We haven't created nothing ourselves. We are even at war with each other. That's the problem, bro. It's everybody attacking us, right? You got the women attacking the black man, the woman, every race attacking the black man. Man, no matter what sex it is.
Mm-hmm.
Then you turn around and the black man attacking himself. What I'm saying is, man, we need to put our boettes down and be realizing this, man. If everybody attacking us, we all we got. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying on
you know what
we
I
all
mean?
we got.
We all we got. We gotta put our bonnets down. We gotta make the programs. We don't need no fund and nothing. We can get together and do whatever. Anything is possible once we get together. It's a lot of like I'm in BMG. I'm in Black Man Group. You know, but it can be a lot more younger black man in it. It can be a lot of black different programs that's in the world, not even just here, just in the world, just help us with our own selves, with our mental.
And
We got cousins, we got brothers. We at war with our brothers most of the time. We at war with our cousins most of the time. We don't holler at our big homies most of the time. And I be missing my big brother, man. I be telling cuz all the time. I wish me and my big brother could put all of our stuff that we had aside, all that lame ass street shit. That shit was lame, big bro. I miss you too, man. You know, if you know, cuz I don't be all up on that type of stuff, you know, but yeah, man, but just if you don't know shit, my brother doing life. But yeah, my big brother, so man, I be wishing, we just watched all that shit happen, all that, but all this, man, we need to stop attacking each other, bro. We all we got. We ain't got no programs to run to. We ain't got no groups to go to because we ain't making it. So I feel like, man, as a black man, since this is Black Awareness Month, right now we need to start hollering at our cousins, our friends, man. Start being vulnerable. Stop being scared, man. You know what I mean? Even with cuz, like I was telling them, I was like, man, shit, I know what we're going through, but this shit is real. We gotta get it off each other's chest. We gotta let it know. We gotta be able to be vulnerable with each other and just let it out. We can't be scared to be like, man, this is how I'm feeling, cuz we ain't got it. We man, we don't judge each other. We know that. But the problem is we don't speak on it. We hide it. We don't wanna get that shit out. Man, get that shit out. And then be that ear to allow somebody to get it out. Don't hold that to that man. Don't try to use it to his weakness point. That's our problem. We already got all these boets. Now we trying to attack each other. Oh man, you trying to get the best of somebody, trying to get to know the best of them so they can get to know their weakness. That's our problem. We attacking. We can't be vulnerable with each other. That's why we're not progressing. How the hell we supposed to progress against this unity of people? All races are unity. And when you look at us and we dismantle, how the fuck dismantle supposed to be unity? When the hell does that ever won in any war?
Now, does it?
Point to it.
Now, to your point of we all we got. In my journey, from adolescence to me being an adult now, speaking on my experience personally, I felt as if I've been supported, but that support came at the expense of me performing for something.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just a genuine, hey, I got you because I got you.
Yeah.
It wasn't, and I'm not saying that the fact that the people that supported me during those times weren't the genuine people. It was something that was quote unquote bigger than everybody involved in the program.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't necessarily, if the program wasn't in place, that support wouldn't have been in place either.
Real talk.
Even if the people in 97% of the people I've encountered in a supportive because of performance capacity have been extremely genuine.
Yeah.
And still communicate with them to this day, right?
Yeah.
But if that piece wasn't there, that performance piece wasn't there for a goal that's bigger than you in the program, right? Would I have had that? I don't know. Now I've been blessed and extremely grateful I had my father in my life for 24 years, extremely present, active, doing the best he could with the resources he had and the knowledge that he had. But even though I had that support, right, the mental health of me having that support, the mental health wrapped around that, still impacted myself and everybody around me as well. Because you only can perform for X amount of hours, and you got to go be with your own thoughts, you got to be with your own feelings. You got to be real with yourself, and that's probably one of the most scariest things to do is to be real with yourself. You know, like
man, cause
that's difficult. A lot of people don't be real with themselves because that shit is scary. That shit is real.
Because being in that room by yourself is hard.
Absolutely.
I even speaking on that, man, knowing you got, man, I'm glad you spoke on that, man. Knowing that, because I was having some episodes, man, being in that room by yourself and really got to hear yourself and really got to look at shit you've been putting behind your head because you're a dad, because you got to work, because you got to build all of this, you got to build all of this expectations you have of yourself out in this real, and to feel like you successful. You know what I mean? And you trying to do all that, and at the end of the day, your mental fucked up, man, because you pushing stuff on. So, like for instance, I'm normally stimulated all the time. When I finally got by myself a couple of these days, sometimes when I be by myself, I be like, damn. I get to thinking about deep thoughts, all shit that I thought. But let me rephrase that: trauma, not even just trauma, just thoughts, trauma, any type of thing. Not even just thought trauma, but just any type of thoughts, man. And they come to you, and you really gotta sit with it, man. And it be quiet, man. And it be hard, and then when you push it back, nothing happens, but it come back strong. sitting that mental, man, and then at the end of the day still have to perform for everybody, cuz,
Yeah.
and trying to be mentally strong, still going on all day, being putting up your best foot forward with no rest at all, no mental
That's
rest.
real. And we all know how
We
important rest
yeah,
is to the body.
life stamina. It's this thing called life stamina. People,
Stamina?
life stamina.
Okay.
Stamina, however the hell you say it.
Life stamina. I'm
Stamina.
with you. I'm with you.
What I'm trying to say then, cuz.
Life stamina.
Stamina. No.
Stamina.
What's stamina? You know what stamina?
Basically having the
Like
ability
football, man.
to
Like,
be in
stamina
shape.
stat.
Be in shape.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
stamina.
so I'll make
Being
sure
in
I'm
shape.
saying that
Yeah,
word
I
right.
got you. Good. I
Life
got you.
stamina.
I got you.
So life stamina. So life stamina is, man. I came up with this concept. What's so funny, man?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I be saying it.
Yeah,
Everybody say how I talk. You gotta remember, man. I got words.
He the most country hood person I know.
From the city.
From the city. Thank you for adding that. I forgot that piece. That's a piece that was in from the city.
From the city, but it's
they intelligent as hell though.
It's
Super
from my
duper
grandma.
intelligent.
It's from my grandma and them.
That'd be like that though.
But life stamina, and you gotta keep going. It's a different thing. You know how you can run, you can jump for a long time, but it's this thing called life stamina. How long can you take life? How long can you adapt? How many times can you adapt? How many times can you keep running the life course of life? Some people give up. Some people commit suicide. A lot of people commit suicide as black men. We need to pay attention because it's this thing called life stamina. And the problem, because with life, with black men, is we ain't got nobody to reach out to. It's this thing called life stamina. I came up with that, bro.
I'm gonna touch on that.
It's how much a human being could take, how much a human being can adore through all these bushes and stabs every time he turn around the corner. It's like it's June. It's Black Mental Health. Let's talk about it.
That's an everyday conversation.
The black man, he you see it all the time. He feel like he don't be heard. Time he be heard is when he at urge. The black man is only get heard when he's at urge. When he do something, when he get killed. He's at urge, now everybody miss him. Now everybody want to hear him and talk to him on the phone. He's at urge. Too long, too late.
And to that point, on the life stamina situation.
Life stamina.
I think
no, for real.
A lot of people, like I'm really starting to see, and I'm gonna do two things with this too, to bring this full circle. I'm going to intentionally point a finger, and I'm also going to point a thumb at myself too. When I say this, and what you just alluded to, what you just articulated, a part of that is systemic, and that's not our fault because we were born into that shit.
Yeah.
And I say that because the parents that did what they did and birthed us were in that shit too.
Yeah.
So part of that shit is systemic, where when we get that breaking point because we were born into this system, we still gotta fucking go out and perform.
Yeah.
And this is like men, women, child, all that. Children still gotta show up at school. Mom and dad still gotta go to work for their business or go to work for their job or whatever they look like for them, right? We still have to show up based on the system that we were born into, capitalism.
Yeah.
So that alone, mental health is essentially counterintuitive to capitalism. Like you being mentally healthy, you needing to take a break, you needing to sit down and recharge and reset and realign. It's counterintuitive to the system we're born into.
Invisible hand theory.
And that's I can say a lot of people that I know personally would appreciate and agree to what I just articulated about that experience as humans.
I know what you mean, cuz the invisible hand theory.
That's me pointing a finger.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna point a thumb at myself Saying that even when I needed that, did I communicate that well? No. When I needed
hard.
that break, did I communicate that well? No. When I needed to take time, did I? How did I maneuver that? How did I navigate that? Could have been better ways to do that. Absolutely. I didn't do a good job of that. Even with the systemic stuff we were born into, which is an issue. The root is me. The root is me. So was I rooted in safe self-promotion, self-preservation, self-love habits growing up? No. Because everything was performance-based to be able to perpetuate capitalism. That's the whole situation that we were born into. So that's me pointing the thumb, but I'm pointing the finger. I'm pointing the thumb at me like, hey, how could I have navigated this fucked up shit I was born into better? Like now I know better. How can I do better? Knowing what I know now. So that's when you have to find people that you can be like, yo, we can figure out how to be a support system for one another. But also at the end of the day, and the beginning of the day, the longest relationship you have on earth is with yourself. And you have to find some type of peace with that as well.
Agreed, huh?
As a human, you have to find some type of peace with that.
Life stamina, man.
Gotta have it.
Life stamina. You gotta
point a finger at the system, and y'all gotta point a thumb at yourself too.
Yeah, for real. And they got a lot to do with mental lifestyle, all that wrapped up, man. Because when you, first of all, I want to go back, man, before I dig into all that. When you said keep going, it's called the invisible hand theory.
Okay, tell me about it. I've never heard that before.
Man, that's real, cuz. Man.
The thing that's invisible is real. That's crazy. I'm with you.
The invisible hand theory, it pushes you to keep going and want to thrive for these things in life. Mm-hmm. It's concepts pushing through the government, pushing through propaganda. I'm not bullshitting, man. People can look this up, man. I don't know how I remember this, but they taught us
the
this.
Invisible hand theory.
They taught you this in school too, but you gotta remember, I always remember
invisible hand. So did I see it?
Yeah, man. So it pushes you to want to go get a job, to want to get more money. For instance, they're raising the economy for rent. What has everybody been starting to want to do since 2020? Starting to invest in themselves more, trying to get more into money. So now that's the invisible hand, cuz this is forcing people to do certain and to move certain ways, cuz that's the invisible hand theory. And I feel like that fucks our mindset up too at the same time, because we pushing and thriving for these things that don't exist. You remember like the other day off camera when I was like, man, cuz all this stuff really don't even exist. We be stressing about stuff that don't exist. I'm talking about for real. Money don't exist. We can legit find somewhere ducked off in the woods and build a house, get some electricity. It's possible, bro. All you gotta do is know how to do it. You know, they know how to do it, you know? So everything is made up, bro. This whole system. Hungry, man. Poor. Man, it's all this damn land, all this damn food people can be growing. All this thing is what's that called? Pollution, water pollution, air pollution, all this stuff is made up, cuz. I'm like, man, this stuff is just all propaganda. We make it up, cuz. There's almost too many people on this earth, man. Bruh, here in Indiana, bruh, it's a lot of space here out in Indiana, bruh. You know what I mean? Cuz I drove outside. It's a lot of space. I don't know where y'all live at.
We like convenience, though.
I don't know where y'all live at. But if you drive out the outskirts, bro, it's like how they think it is, like how y'all think it is, the people who outside, that's where all the cornfield. They do drive a lot of tractors. It is a lot of people that drive tractors out here. Because it's a lot of land out here, man. So we not the only place. I know we can't be the only state like that. So it's like, man, we
especially on the flat plains.
Yeah, we be our mindsets, bro. Mm-hmm. We gotta really put our mindsets at it, and we gotta breathe. Like, man, look what I do got. Look what I do have. Look what I am appreciated about. Look where I am going. I'm here. I get to be able to be on this mission. To be able to be even on this mission, cuz it's great for me, cuz it's been a journey for me. I feel great. You know, I'm not done, but I feel great. I'm happy. I'm living the present moment. That's the most happiest you can be. You always looking at the past, and you're sometimes upset. Oh, what I could have did, what I should have done. Then you look at the future. I want to be right here. But if you look at the past, bro, you exactly where you're supposed to be at. I mean, if you look at the present, you exactly where you're supposed to be at.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be more accepted of it, and you'll be more understanding
Gotta be at
of
peace.
it. You'll
Gotta
be
be at
more
peace.
peace.
Gotta be.
You could be more peace, bro. Shit, man, that don't mean you don't work for your future, but you just be happy
Right.
where you at. Be proud. Work with what you got, man. We got a whole new goddamn setup. We're not gonna let the mental invisible hand stop us from going and reaching out for what we got going on.
Absolutely. And also to go on the theme of mental health too. Like recently, I had to take time to get myself together.
Yeah.
I had to take a step back to be like, hey, hold on, ooh, let me take a step back real quick. Let me put that over there. Let me go over here. Let me go deal with some stuff.
You know?
What I need to do. Let me get back on my feet.
What slowed you
proud to
down,
say-
if you mind sharing?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm proud to say I'm back on my feet now. Like just the experience of going through these dental procedures
You know?
and still having to perform.
Mm-hmm.
In all honesty, for my job, for Lead Your Lineage, for all the other things I'm associated with, still having to perform. I said that goes to the world we were born into.
Yeah.
You still got to show up.
Still gotta show
But it's
up.
it's literally counterintuitive. When you aren't at your best, you still got to show up.
Still gotta show up.
But also too, I don't have children, and if you have children, please put in the comments what your thoughts are on this too. Like I get it from that perspective. Like when you have children, you got to show up regardless because that's literally your responsibility.
Yeah.
Right. So it's nothing like that. But I don't, and I still felt like I didn't have the grace to be able to take a step back.
I believe you, cuz.
And
That's what I'm saying. Black man, you getting stabbed every fucking warning you caught.
That's
everywhere. You getting stabbed even by black man. You getting stabbed everywhere. Even you don't have to have kids. You just gotta be black and a man.
For sure.
And you got the mental
in their eyes.
Fuck you.
And it's other people's perception and perspective of you that makes things that way. And that's the thing that makes me sad. That's the thing that's like, damn, it's like your perception of me in that light is this. And I got to do this, but also pointing the thumb back at myself. I signed up for this shit too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I signed up for this shit too.
We all keep signing up. Like all these black graduates, cuz all these black graduates, all these black basketball players. Man, Ice Cube, man, forget the NBA. You see how we going crazy? Everybody black should be going crazy. When the big three, Ice Cube, when he go with the finals, when his league go to the finals, we gotta start being smarter. Not harder. We gotta start work. We gotta
work smarter and harder.
Yeah, because we gotta work with each other. Because as black men, we got all these that we have nowhere to turn.
And also
nowhere to turn, because you didn't have nowhere. Look, imagine if you had somewhere, cuz where you could have went out somewhere, where you could have went out to a black doctor. Hey, look, man, this is the problems I got. I ain't got this. I could work for you. Give me some work, and I could. All right, no problem. Either how you work and then you pay it off, or however y'all did it. You know what I mean? But everything in society is so. No, fuck that. You need to have your money now, and and this blacks, it's hard. We have nowhere to turn. Ain't nobody gonna just. First of all, too many black men. How many black men know somewhere? And this is what I'm saying, that invisible hand. How many black men know somewhere where they can get financial help off the back? How many black men know? Comment down below.
You say financial help, you talking about like a
financial help. Financial
like
help. Exactly. What financial help sound like?
I need $500.
What financial help?
Okay.
Financial help. Not too many. I mean, it's black women too, but I'm just saying, like black women probably can get it easier because they can get it from a black male probably. But it's black males. We ain't got nobody too much to help us.
And that
We
goes back
supposed
to
to
what we were
all
born into.
yeah. We supposed to already know how to have it, but nobody taught us how to have it because we don't know too many people who do got it.
Like
Ain't
businesses.
that crazy? Because we
Yeah.
supposed to already have it, but we don't know too many people who got it, so nobody never taught us. So it's crazy, man. And then at the
Gotta
end of the day,
reprogram.
we don't
Yeah.
help each other, bro.
Mm.
We gatekeep from each other. We side look each other. We don't support each other. We quick to hit a like and support a female business or da 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 some females. A woman because we think she cute or da 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 da. You know what I mean? Or she beautiful or whatever. Man, I was thinking that, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't say this online. I mean on social media because I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but I say this on my podcast because this is real. Now I be realizing most of the stuff I be getting getting love from is from females. It's been like that my whole life. Women kept it real with me my whole life. I told Cuz that the other day. I ain't got no war with no women. It's been women who always kept it real with me. It's been men who always felt me, and that's stupid. That's why we up there battling each other. Cause it's people like me. I understand. I got that mindset. So I told Cuz a long time ago, I be having a hard time getting close to men. Cause of that. So I understand that sometimes I probably be looking like I got a bonet, but I don't. I'm understanding how to put my bonet down. Man, I got this bonet and this because it's hurt and all this. So you probably do too. Because of this hurt, this pain. Fuck all that, man. We got to help each other heal. Otherwise, it's over. You see the women helping each other heal? Our black women, we ain't got not too many black man groups. Not too many. And then the one I'm in, it's a lot of older men. Shout out to BMG. We need more young brothers.
For sure.
We need more young brothers, man. And this is
Why don't you think it's more young people?
Because as young brothers, it's hard for us to trust each other, like I just said. That's one. Niggas always want something from you. Like you said, nigga always want you to perform. Nigga always want something that you got. Whether it's your female, whether it's your house, whether it's your job. It's always competition.
Is it fair to say we need an entire reset for what a man is? Like personally, I'm not even
about that.
I don't
know what you mean by that.
Like what the performative aspect of it.
I don't know, man.
We gotta reset our minds around that.
Shit, man. I don't know what you mean.
Like how we, like say example, right?
Yeah.
You were born, you lived the life that you lived, but you never were intentional about reprogramming what you learned growing up. How would that impact your son? You still be in the hood raising your son? Still doing what you did?
Still don't want to get to see me.
Right.
Yeah.
So you had to reset how you thought about life.
Yeah.
To be able to raise your children.
What you mean? So we need to reset the whole program.
This whole thing has to be reset.
I agree now. Now I agree with you after you break it down.
And in our opinion, that we value is family.
Yeah.
We have to reset this whole entire paradigm around family.
Man,
that's the foundation of freedom and liberation.
Can I take that word? I had to tell my wife this too.
What's up?
Because she said we had to teach our DNA and all these young people. I want everybody to listen to this because we young. I'm young too. I'm a millennial. I want everybody to listen up closely. We not reteaching. We not refixing. We relearning. Our ancestors before slavery was dope, y'all. Fucking wake up. They created every fucking thing you fucking think of.
Shout out to my ancestors.
Masonry, archaeology, Amenhotep. Look who he was. Our people was great. We gotta stop saying we learn and we better in our DNA. Man, bro, we not better. Do y'all not know? Look how far we went. We went from slavery. No, that was a drop off. We have went to a drop off. Our people have built pyramids that people don't know how to build today. Our people have made a construction of understanding of. They came to an understanding of the spirituality that the world don't even understand. That the world don't even understand without them even understanding that they religion came from our understanding of breaking down spirituality. We gotta stop all this. Oh man, we talking about spirituality, the spirits, all this stuff, man. This stuff not old. I mean new.
Mm-hmm.
Everything new ain't under the sun, bro. What they say, nothing new under the sun, bro. What I mean, bro?
Everything.
Oh, black folks, we on the come
through.
up. No, yeah. Bro. We ain't on the come up. We coming back up. We on the rise again. We was high. Talking about right now. Look how far we came. We didn't come far. We have dropped. Look where we was at. This whole world was nothing but us. We control, and that's another problem. Talking about we were the first. We was here. We was there. We everywhere, man. We the people, the human beings. We can't be stabilized. We was everywhere. So goddamn it, everybody right. And that's why our mental messed up, cuz. And that's why our mental messed up.
That's why we gotta reset it, cuz.
Cause we don't understand that. We don't understand all of that. We don't understand that. Like you said, I had to reset my mind because I didn't understand that. That's what made me say and burst out like that. Because I didn't understand that concept like that. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that. Man, I don't always gotta feel, oh man, I feel the trauma of my ancestors who went through all this slavery. No, I can say, bro, I feel my ancestors who was the kings and the queens, or who was the workers for the kings and the queens, or who was the people who ran and roamed the streets, who was the normal citizens of this great kingdom.
Absolutely. That's a fact. And like for
that's
me,
what we gotta wake up, cuz we gotta start telling ourselves that that's who we waking up. That's who we waking up. We're not waking up our ancestors who went to slavery no more. Maybe we healing them by giving them to remember, by helping them remember who the ancestors was before them, because they were stripped and told from the stories. Now we can read the stories. Now it's time for us to read and understand these stories and heal our DNA.
Absolutely.
Man, cuz.
And like for me, what you alluded to about the connection between the things we've been through, the things we've been through as a people, the things, I'm gonna say as a people, as a lineage, right? Family specifically. The things we've been through as a family, the things that we can feel but can't necessarily articulate. Those things live with us every single day, but we haven't kept an official record of what that looks like, and just like a family perspective. And that's been like a big hurdle that I had to overcome. Because once I found out who some of my ancestors were, I got hyped. I was like, oh, this me? These my people? And I started learning who I was on a genetic level, meaning my ancestors. I started learning that. I'm like, oh, this is why I do this. This is why I like this. This is why I don't like this.
Man, that mental, man.
I had to reset myself from like learning the history that they taught us, and learn the history that's already within me.
Yeah.
And when I was able to figure that out, I'm like, oh, this is
total reset.
This is literally what I wish I would have learned growing up. Now I have to go back and unlearn all these things that were not necessarily beneficial to my development as a human, to the development of my family, to the development of the people within the community that I rotate with. It wasn't beneficial. How I showed up wasn't beneficial. When I started learning about who my ancestors were, I figured out why I showed up that way. I figured out, my grandfather went through that. This is why I'm like, okay, my grandfather drove trucks. Okay, this is why I like getting behind the wheel of a vehicle. And I'm super comfortable there. Because that's what he did to perform, to provide for a living for his family. And also on the other side of that, my grandfather doing that caused my father to have some issues because he was doing that.
Mm.
And those issues that my father had, they were transferred to me because he was still having those when him and my mother had me.
Mm.
So I started learning this stuff and unraveling this and unpacking this and really learning how to heal from an ancestral level. Now we can start doing the reset that we're talking about now.
Yeah.
But you got to learn, you got to get reconnected with your people so you can reset the way you think about life in general. So it's a whole different philosophy we have to upload into ourselves because it's not too late yet, but we all can see with our own eyes, if you can see through them, glasses or not, you can see with your own eyes that this is not working. And we have to do something different. You know that, I know that, he knows that, the people that we love know that.
Relearn.
But what are we going to do to change it?
Yeah, we got to relearn because we got to relearn.
And that's what Lead Your Lineage is for.
Yeah, but instead of saying reset, I want to tell y'all again.
Relearn.
We got to
dig that.
We got to relearn our powerful ways. It was a whole family structure because when you look back into times when we were, I said this on episodes probably years ago, but I'm going to say it again. When you go back and look at history, every time you look at the black community, every time you look when we was thriving, when you look in the BC era, before Caucasians, that's what it stands for me. When you look in the BC area time, what the main focus of each period, of each dynasty was the family.
Absolutely.
The families were connected, man and woman, each aside taking care of the kids. The Ankh itself stood for family, basically. Everything was family oriented, cuz even after slavery, y'all favorite history. When we look back into the time when we had black Wall Streets throughout the cities, what was it? It was black families, black businesses, black families, black families. Yep. At the end of the day, it was families, wasn't it?
Yep.
They wasn't just no sharecroppers. They was a family sharecropping. They wasn't no black family who owned a hotel. I mean, it wasn't no people who owned the hotel. It was a black family who owned the hotel. Mama, daddy,
transportation services,
working, the kids working,
clothing stores, all of that.
Everybody working, learning how to run a business.
Entire media family.
And you know why? And guess what? They cousins and them had a business, and guess what they did with their cousins?
Bartered.
Yep. Exchanged.
Yep.
They exchanged with each other. They didn't go outside. That's what I was talking about with earlier, cuz where I said, man, that's what another thing a lot of us black men have a problem doing. We give and perform for people, but we give and support people, but black men have a hard time supporting another black man as well who just supported you. Like I said, man, you want me to support you, and you got something that costs money, but you don't want to buy my product. You buy my product, I can buy your product. We buy each other product, we keep the money going. You know what I mean?
And if we got on board with that concept,
I can't just keep supporting you. I can't just keep diving and giving into your dreams every time. I can't keep showing up to your events. You gotta show up to mine too. I gotta show up to yours too. We gotta hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
We can loan some money from a guy and pay him back. We gotta hold each other accountable. We can trust each other because we gotta hold each other accountable. If it's a group of us and we telling us, hey, we gotta hold each other accountable. If not, you kicked out. Too many people them fuck people gonna start weaving out. It's gonna keep getting more people who want to thrive in life. It's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger because this is the way to thrive.
Absolutely.
So we gotta make sure we showing that love back. For real, man. That's why we like I said, put the bonnets down, put the guns down. Stop pointing at each other. You know what I mean?
No, that's a fact.
And I ain't about to be sitting on here talking about black on black crime, but I'm not. But what I'm saying is, they can say whatever they want. Who cares about what any other race doing? I don't know what they doing. I know black men ain't got too many people to holler at, so we know we need to stop putting the guns at each other for that specific reason.
Man,
I need to holler at you, brother.
look,
I need to holler at you, cuz. Get this off my chest before I take myself out, because my life stamina getting low.
but when we talk about leading your lineage, right?
Yeah.
Something practical that we all can do, everybody that's watching, us included. Take care of the household. Take care of the household. If unifying a group of people that have to relearn is not on your bingo card, that's cool. But you got a responsibility for your household. So do I. So does he. Take care of that. And at the minimum, if you get that together, and then other people see around you see that what you got together, that responsibility is working, they're gonna start asking you questions. They're gonna be like, "Yo, how do I? What you got going on there? Y'all look peaceful. Y'all look prosperous. Y'all look happy. Y'all look healthy. How do I do that, bro? You just start give them the game, and they have a choice to do it or not do it. But you got to be the inspiration. You have to be that lineage leader that inspires people. We do that, we good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, this is a phenomenal episode because
this was a good one, man.
Mental health is important.
Mental health, man.
Take time to take time. Do what you need to do for you. Do what you need to do for you. Always.
And before you say that, let me tell them this.
What's up?
Say this one last thing about mental health. Black men, make sure we're doing something about it. And I understand sometimes even when you get the podium to speak, it'd be hard to even start to where your mental is even going. It'd even be hard to speak out because it be happening to me all the time. So before I end this note, man, even if you got to practice, man, just start saying, man, like expressing how you feel. Sometimes when people be asking me, like you be asking me how I feel, sometimes I be wanting to tell you how, but I don't know how. You know what I mean? So I'm feeling good, cause I don't know how to tell you how I'm feeling. So as black men, like I said, be learning. Make sure we learning how to talk and expressing our feelings good. And teaching our kids, because you said the household, that's one thing I always do. Make sure I teach my son how to express and know how to use words to express yourself. That's all I wanted, and I just wanted to say that too.
And that's how you make the lineage, but there ain't no better way to end it with what Cuz just said. I mean, that's powerful. Thank you for sharing that, Cuz. For real.
You made me think about that, Cuz.
Hey, look, man, we in the great relearning, great reset.
Let's reset.
We're gonna do this together as lineage leaders. Until next time, y'all lead yourself so you can lead your lineage. Love you.
Somebody go eat.
Peace.
Man. Somebody go eat for real. Somebody go eat something.